All right. What's happening, everybody that comes along? Um, so I saw the Niecy Nash getting married to her girlfriend, who is now her wife or whatever. And I looked at some of the comments, and everybody was very congratulatory. And she had just got divorced, I think, last year to her husband. And I talked about this type of thing when Jason Collins came out of the closet and was looked at as a hero. But I talked about it in a female sense. But now I'm gonna talk about it in a male sense with other things involved. Uh, what I mean is nobody's saying, wait a minute, you divorced your husband a year ago and now you're marrying a woman. You wasted that guy's time. What's up, Major? What's up, KJ? Nobody's saying, you know what? That means this whole time you're 50 years old, you knew you liked women. You didn't just pop up with that in your head overnight. So the ex-husband you had, you wasted his time. If she had kids, I think with her previous husband, people don't look at it and go back and say, you know what? Leesy Nash got married to a woman, Major Ray, my bad. Kyle, what's happening? And if she had kids with a previous husband, no, the kids don't normally, as adults, say, you know what? Maybe those arguments that mom and dad was having, what's up, Jason? Those arguments that mom and dad were having were were because she really had a thing for women. So you know, uh, so all of the stuff that dad went through wasn't really dad's fault. It wasn't really dad being hard on mom. It was dad's reaction to what was going on. What's up, Rita? What's up, Karen? So this made me, you know, just hurry up and get online after I got off work and say, you know what? You know, men get tired of our time being wasted. What's up, Jeremiah? Because with men, time is money, more so than women. Because there's a man that might subsidize a woman's for is going to pay a woman for her time as far as dating her, courting her, getting with her, you know, trying to impress her, trying to date, trying to get at her. He's going to do something that involves him spending money or him giving her money in some way, shape, form, or fashion. So she gets compensated for her time. But men, not so much. David, thanks, fam. Man, thanks, Dave. You know, so now I'm looking at it like, okay, now it's time to explain what guys are really going through because um what I keep hearing, and because I'm in this space and because I'm listening to these type of things. What's up, K Love? My bad. What's up, Rex? You know, exactly. Time is your most valuable asset. What I hear is complaints about how, you know, first you can't make some. Yeah, I get that, Rita, but I'm hearing how men need to do things to make women comfortable, not understanding that women not caring about that guy's time, not caring about the work that it took. Like, I'm not even going to talk about high value men. I'm going to let the Godfather do that. What's up, cool man? But what I'm going to talk about is just men who got their stuff together. A lot of women don't take into consideration the amount of effort it took for him to get to that space, to get his stuff together and maintain his stuff as together and grow the stuff that he has. And all of these issues and insecurities and idiosyncrasies and ideologies and entitlements, they get in the way because men get a lot of their time wasted from dealing with it's not just women, but and I'm gonna bring other people into it later, but it's this expectation that men's time can be wasted and it's okay. You know, people believe that they can waste men's time and it's cool because he's a man, he'll just work hard in another facet of his life and he'll make that back up. No, guys are really getting tired of it. This is why you hear people saying, go after your purpose. Because as far as dating and relationships go, a lot of men have had their time wasted trying to date and find somebody to be with. Rita, you putting the cart before the horse. You know, but in the case of Nisha Nash's ex-husband, that relationship was a waste of time because she wound up divorcing him to marry a woman because she liked women. That is definitely a waste of time. It would be a waste of time if a man married a woman and then he divorces the woman and then he gets with a man. That whole time that they spent married was a waste of time. It was a sham because that guy didn't like women ultimately, just like this woman doesn't like men ultimately. It's a waste of time. So all the we need to fight to be in love. We need to work at this and we need to work at that. And I love you, you love me. We need to get married. We're gonna build again. All that complete utter waste of time. Complete utter waste of time. And guys get tired of that. Guys get tired of when you're younger, you're going out on dates. Guys get tired of okay, I worked all week, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to take this girl out. Get tired of y'all being 15, 20, 30, 45 minutes, an hour late because you getting ready. You wasting my time. This is why, when you're 20s to your mid 20s or early 30s, it's just, you're like, you know what? I'm good with that. See, a lot of people don't realize why did the dating market stop? Guys got tired of their time being wasted. You know, what's up, Isaiah? No problem, Rita. What's up, Tony? Thanks, man. Thank you, fam. People got tired of their time being wasted. They got tired of it. You know, why don't why I want to go to a restaurant. I don't want to go to Starbucks. You know why you going to Starbucks? Because he's been on plenty of dates with plenty of other women who wanted to go to nice restaurants just because they wanted to go to a nice restaurant. And they wasted that guy's money and they wasted his time. He got tired of it. So yeah, we going to Starbucks. I'm gonna talk to you first. I'm not finna pay for a date. What's up, I am? I'm not finna pay. I'm trying to go out on a date to get to know you, but you trying to get to know the menu and get to know the ambiance and get to know, uh, 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 social media. This is where I'm at. This is what I'm eating on. Blah blah blah, and be on your phone. Guys got tired of that. Real tired of that. It's a waste of time. You know, so this is what winds up going on. And the older guys get, um the less they play around because even outside of the dating relationship aspect, the most serious men you're gonna meet are gonna be men. Lee, thanks, fam. Thank you. The most serious men you're gonna meet in society are men who are gonna be like this. Look, I ain't got time to play with you. I don't have time to have a whole conversation for 2 hours to go over your feelings. I got stuff to do. Now, you better keep it simple, keep it short, or I'm going to leave you right here where you stand. I feel you on that, Tony. See, a lot of times, all of this stuff is time wasting. Like a lot of times, when I hear the ladies talking now, um, I'm ready to settle down type thing. Thanks, K Love. Thank you. I'm ready to settle down. I'm ready to be with a man. That means to most guys, oh, you wasted a lot of time earlier, and now you want to get serious. And the disconnect is when some of you ladies want to get serious, the guy views you as one of the women that wasted his time back in the day. So you don't even know how to be serious. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Karen. You thought I was joking? You know. So and that's for us is a waste of time. And the fact that the girl wants to be the woman wants to emulate a man, it adds like, man, you mean to tell me you left a man for a woman that want to be a man? That's a waste of time. Complete utter waste of time. What's up, Techie? So now what you getting is, you know, part of the marriage thing. When you see when guys talk about marriage and not getting married and the marriage laws being, be quiet, Devin, and the marriage laws being, not favorable to men, it's not necessarily just about the money. Or the assets. It's about the time because you know I know women who can be married for 5 years to a guy. What's up, Vern? And they were married, they get divorced. Not all of a sudden, but if that guy retires because she was married to that guy at some particular time, all of a sudden, she still has access to his retirement because they were married, you know, a decade, 2 decades ago. You know what I'm saying? And what is that? That's a waste of that guy's time because you still want to get paid off of being affiliated with that guy from some years ago. You can't even, some people don't realize, and I'm talking about just regular working people. You don't realize that, there are a lot of women who know this going into marriage. This is why when men started getting hip to marriage, like, oh, okay, no, I'm not doing that. No, I'm not doing that because even, I go if we go our separate ways, guess what? My bad. What's up, Tony? Efron, what's up? If we go our separate ways, I understand what we got in the marriage, but you want what I get while I'm working years after we've been married. No, 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 no. It don't work like that. You wasting my time because that was that guy's work and effort after you were divorced. I know guys who don't even. I've talked to women. I I know women who are ex-wives of men who are seriously still right now like, yeah, he don't know that when he turned 55, 60, oh yeah, I'm gonna get this, that, and the third. Like, oh, okay, what's up, Annikus? What's up, man? What's up, Jerome? You know, that's what we do. That's what guys are tired of. They're tired of their time being wasted. You know, and then you come and you're looking at it, some people are not looking at it properly because we look at women's, a man can waste a woman's youth and her time and her body just playing around with her. But we never look at the flip side and think about why on the male side the dating market is the way it is because guess what? These guys their time has been wasted time and time again. The type of men who you date somebody and she wants to hold off on sex, but she's had sex with other people very very rapidly. So it's like, wait a minute. Okay, so now you want me to prove to you everything that these other guys didn't prove to you. I get you trying to turn over a new leaf, but stop wasting my time living in the past. Nobody says, and from a male point of view, nobody's saying you're supposed to have sex with me the same amount of time that you that that you had sex with these other guys. Nobody's saying that. What they're saying is, yo, I'm not about to waste my time, you know, righting a wrong in your past that I have nothing to do with. Men are getting tired of, our time being wasted. So it's the same thing when from time to time when I would talk about families and fathers and family court. Men are tired of our time being wasted as far as parenting. You know, Men are tired of, okay, I gotta pay to be a parent. If I pay to be a parent, now you gotta waste my time with arguments and complaints and uh uh this adversarial obstacle making of do this, do that, do this, do that. What's up, Rod? You know, and then the kid grows older and older and older, and by the time you could bond with and when you start bonding with your child is practically an adult. That's Men are tired of their time being wasted. And then people running around, oh, these kids don't have fathers in the home. But nobody says mom is wasting all of the time of parenting with that kid. What's up, Lorenzo? Nobody's gonna say it. Nobody's gonna say, when he comes over, mom just happens to take the babies and leave. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's a waste of time. He got to call 14, 15 times because she don't want to answer the phone. Waste of time. You know, Men are tired of the time. You're telling these kids negative things about their fathers, and now when their fathers actually spend time with them, now you arguing with a kid about something that mom and mom's family put a battery in the kid's back, and then they going off of that. Now you got to rectify a situation that you didn't create with people's game plan and animosity. What's up, Frank? You know, so now you got to fix that. So you wasting time. See, people are, the one thing that doesn't, get talked about enough is men's time. Men's time is important to men. And what winds up happening is a lot of times men just don't talk about it. Men just don't talk. Men say, okay, you're gonna keep wasting my time. You know what? I've been a fool for long enough. I ain't got no time for you. This is what happens when guys don't call you. They don't talk to you. They quote unquote ghost you, right? They get tired of you wasting their time, and they're like, listen, I'm gonna come in for what I'm coming for. I'm gonna make this schedule for this amount of time. If it don't happen, I'm gone. I don't have time for this. You know, yeah. So, whew, I got you, right. So this is one of those things where it's just like having a job. You know, the last thing you want, you like get paid for your work. Now, when you work and somebody tries to shortchange you or not pay you for your work, you and that person gonna definitely have a problem. If you get your money, you're gonna have a problem because you're not gonna deal with them no more because they spent time trying to play you. On the flip side, if you don't get your money, you'll never deal with that person again. And 9 times out of 10, at some point, they will try to double back and talk to you. And like, hey man, I need you to do such and such for me. I know the last time I did this, but this time is gonna be different. Nobody wants to hear that. You know, Men get tired of our time being wasted. And, you know, it seems like people seem to forget. What's up, Wayman? You know, People seem to forget how much time gets wasted. And I say that in all sincerity because people don't see how fast the time flies. So you don't even remember how much time you wasted. There's a reason why when guys deal with people, they start getting a regimen of how they're going to deal with them because they're not going to play around. What's up, Keenan? I've been good. Hope you've been good. Prometheus, what's up? So this is, a definite issue. When when people play the game of, you know what, we've been together for, a year, 2 years. I remember I was talking to a young lady who she was telling me about her past relationship. And she was like, she was together a year, 2 years, something like that. So I said, what did you do for that guy in that year, 2 years? I forget exactly the amount of time. She said, I bought him some cologne once. And I was like, wait, you've been with this guy, from my, it was at least a year. And she only did one thing that she could recall doing for this guy. See, in a lot of, even in a relationship aspect, a lot of ladies don't want to say, y'all really don't do a lot for men. As much as y'all want to say, I held him down. A lot of that I held him down stuff is the one time you actually did something and you're going to live on that for forever. The same way y'all do with, we birthed a nation, we birthed society. Just you birthed a kid, you went through, you birthed that kid. It took you, you know, anywhere from a day to a day and a half, and now you're gonna ride that wave for the rest of your life because nobody's gonna ask you, did you raise that kid right? That's where all the work comes. Did you raise the kid right? But you're gonna skip, I birthed the society. Blah, blah. Okay, you birthed him, so did you raise him? Huh? Huh? So you wasting time. You know, it comes, it starts to get to men's, um it starts to become an issue with men, especially men who work a lot. A lot of times people think men who work a lot, they're on their purpose, they got a schedule, they do their thing, they're about their grind, they're about making money. But a lot of guys that work hard play hard. You know what I'm saying? They do. But the thing about it is, guys that work a lot can see some of the animosity is the people that they come in contact with want to waste their time. Oh, let's just spend some extra time. Let's just, I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time. When are you gonna ever stop the smell of roses? Listen, there are a lot of men out here working their butt off that y'all want to stop the smell of roses, but all you do is smell roses all day. He understands the difference. He understands that you just sitting on your butt smelling roses. That's why, but he's trying to get something going with his life. While you just sitting there sniffing and smelling, yittity, yittity. Now, ain't nobody got a problem. People got a problem with that. I've been around too many people complaining about how good they got it, but this guy need to do more. What's up, Chef? What's up, Damon? You know, and what winds up happening is it's a waste of time. And the guy said, "I'm done. I'm done." Like, you know, I'm a take it out of work just for I'm a person who likes to be active, right? So I like to do things, work out, outdoors type stuff, anything. You know, I've been in relationships where women do. Why you got to go to the gym? Because she was insecure. So now I got to waste my. So I need to make the relationship work. I got to waste my gym time to be with her doing absolutely nothing because she's in the process of letting herself go. You get what I'm saying? So the relationship ultimately breaks up because I'm not in the process of letting myself go. So you can waste your time with that. I'm not gonna waste my time with that. Right? So now, that becomes an issue. You know, I've been around too many ladies. Yo, I'm on my grind. I'm on my grind. And I hate to say this to there's certain women who are hardworking, smart, go-getter individuals. Take nothing away from them. Salute to them. But there's also a section of women who their their independent and their grind and their hustle is basically riding the guy's coattail who's doing a lot of heavy lifting and breaking her off and giving her time to do her actual dreams, goals, and aspirations. But the problem with that is If she gets to a point where she's self-sufficient, now she acts brand new, like she did it all on her own. So basically, you wasted that man's time helping you, because you're not finna tell nobody, oh, the reason I got to this spot is because this man did. Or the reason I'm at this spot is because after me and that man fell out, this man did this, and this. You know, this is where we at. And the guys get tired of their time being wasted, because it's like, okay, I hear you. I hear you. You got all things together. It's the same aspect, you know, it's the same aspect when men are dealing with other men. You know, nobody likes, most guys, how can I say this properly? Most men do not like the friend that's a guy who want to show up an hour late to everything. They don't like him. Most, because he's wasting time. Everybody hold his seat, do this for him, do that. Nobody likes that. Nobody, nobody. No, most men don't like the guy who's always flashy in public, but after everybody's seen everything, now in private, he hitting you up on the phone asking you for money. Nobody likes that guy. Men, because it's a waste of time. Like, man, put the drink. Don't order no more drink. Man, we gonna buy? No, no, no. Y'all think people saying no because they don't want people getting drunk or having a good time. Half of the time they saying no because don't call me tomorrow asking me for no money. Don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a waste of time. You wasting my time with that. What's up, chaos? You know, most guys don't like the how can I say this? The friend who no, forget the friend part. Most guys don't like guy if you're dealing with, say, a business transaction. If you dealing with a guy that pays you up front or pays you half up front, and like half gonna be finished, and then you one of the people who you take the money and then you lollygag all day. Guys hate that because now you wasting my time. I done already paid you to do a job, and now you want to play around and not do the job. So I already know what's gonna happen is you're gonna play around and you're gonna do a halfway job, and I'm gonna have to pay somebody else to do the whole job. So now you costing me time and extra money when I already put the money up front because you want to play games. See, men don't like our time being wasted. And then if it goes left, because those kind of people, if you do a halfway job, you can't necessarily sue a person. So if you want to crack a person upside their skull, then they want to act like a victim. And it's like, okay. And that's also a waste of your time because you might get locked up for that. Yeah, and flake out. Yeah. You know, it don't make no sense. And then these same people and these same type of guys are, I'm a man, I'm a hustler. You know what I'm saying? I grind. No, you not. You a scam artist. See, hustlers, quote unquote, they do something. They don't, scam artists don't do anything. That's a difference. We live in a society where people have confused a hustler and a scam artist as the same thing. That's not the same thing. Bucket, what's happening, fam? You know, what's up, nice? So men are tired of our time being wasted. And then when you the older you get, you know, and I hate to say it this way, family is the same way. You know the type of family or friends or significant others or acquaintances you got when they all in your refrigerator. When somebody come over your house and you know, me casa, su casa, my house is your house type of affair, but they gotta be extra. You know, a phone run. They gotta be extra. So because they gotta be extra, it is what it is. You know. So now them the type of people, how can I say this? Like Thanksgiving, holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, the family member that come over who never bring nothing, who never cook nothing, who never buy nothing, is the one that want to leave with 19 plates. They wasting your time. And people look at it as like if it's a woman in the household, they're the ones cooking. It's supposed to go to people, but the men in the household buying the food are looking like, wait a minute, I didn't work all them hours for you to come here because you don't take care of your own household. So you think you're gonna eat for a week off for us. What's up, y'all? Like, that's not what I'm here for. The same people that come in your house, you got the good alcohol. Oh, they get really faded at your house drinking all your stuff. But they got Kool-Aid with no sugar in it in their refrigerator. It's like, no, you're not finna wait. Oh man, I love this kind of beer. I love this. I love it. You don't love to work for it. You don't love to buy it for yourself. You don't love to bring it if you be in company. You love sucking up everybody else's air. You know, so people don't realize men get tired of our time being wasted. Uh-oh. What's up, Shark? You know, we get tired of that. You're going to waste our time. And then you're going to assume when you see guys kind of just off doing their own thing, and like, why you don't never invite me? Why they don't never invite you is because you're a waste of time, money, and effort and energy. You're going to be a Debbie Downer. I don't care if you're a man or a woman. You know the type of, because a lot of times what happens is, and people think this about, well, you guys need to stop being stupid and you need to do this and do that. Well, let us all be human beings for a minute. What happens with most men and most people in general is somebody tries to talks their way into, okay, look, man, I want to come, I want to do this, I want to be there, I'm down, I'm gonna do X, Y, Z, I got you back, I promise. They put on the whole campaign. What's up, Logic? They put on the whole campaign. And then when it's time to do whatever it is, like y'all was saying before, they flake out. So now it's a wasted thing because they flake out. Oh man, we're gonna do this together, we're gonna do this. Okay. Because a lot of this stuff is talking about, even when we talk about the men and the women, with the men working together and men working with women. You know what this is? We're gonna build together. No, we're not gonna build together because the vast majority of people, they only know how to waste time. They don't know how to build. That's the elephant in the room. You're dealing with people who are good talkers but terrible doers. What's up, Terrence? Terrible doers. So now we're gonna build. No, that us building together. When I hear people say we gonna build, that what that sounds like to me is somebody. I'm gonna do all the work, and you gonna be there acting like you did something, trying to take as much credit. That's what's gonna happen. Wasting time. Because when it's time, hey, give me that, hand me that. I need you to do this. All of this other stuff, I've seen it far too often in life. And most men know exactly what I'm talking about. When somebody says, they got your back, and you say, okay, I need you to do this specific task, do this for me, and it needs to be done in this amount of time. You know what happened? 9 times out of 10, man, woman, or child, it don't get done. So what do you learn to do as a man? You learn to, okay, if I can't be in 2 places at one time and I need somebody to do something, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to lie to them and tell them I need it by this amount of time because I know they're not going to do they're not going to come through for me like they say they will. So it's actually going to be 2-3 hours later. So by the time they actually get there acting like they did me a favor, it'll be done. Or you give yourself enough time to do both things, knowing that if you have to ask a person to do it, guess what's going to happen? Let me finish this real quick because I know they're going to go do something completely different and then forget on purpose. And so I got to go on the other side of town and do this too. This is one of, ironically, this is why society is also changing, because the fact that you could do so much on your phone nowadays, you could, like, everything that you needed help for. A lot of men have used their phone as a way to not deal with people. A smartphone has become a godsend because you know what? I ain't got to. You can't waste my time now. You can't. Oh, I need some money. If you ain't got to come to my house. If I cash app you if I really want to give it to you. You know what? I cash app you. I pay without all that. People hit you, give Venmo. Look, man, I'm gonna hook you up next time. No, you're not. No, you're not. I don't even want to see your face. Or you can ignore the messages, or you can block people from even receiving, from calling you and receiving their calls. You're like, you know what? I ain't got to deal with you because you're a waste of time. You're just a waste of time. So now it's like, okay, what's going on with all these men nowadays? These men are ghosting society. That's what's going on because men are tired of their time being wasted. You see, I'm seeing more men the older I get, you know, doing all like men back in the day did not have um all of these hobbies and activities outside of the house. You go to the bar, you work on the yard, you work on the house, you work on the car. That's pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? And that was even in the 90s. Now, guys doing all kinds of stuff. I'm out, I'm gone, I'm outside the house. You know what? We going to the car club, we going to the bike club, we going here, we going there. Bowling used to be a thing back in the day too. I take that back. You know, cards, dominoes, you doing all kinds of stuff. Now you seeing more guys go out and just do their thing more than ever. You know why? Because the guys feel like if the only person that's gonna waste my time is me. You know what I'm saying? Definitely, Patrick. What you're seeing is guys at the point where I'm gonna be the only person in my life to waste my time. So it's like, oh, and people are like, I don't understand. I don't understand. This is why y'all seeing, and I hate to say this, going back, yeah, bowling, fishing, like that didn't used to be like it. People didn't used to go do that like they doing it now. Now it's just like, hey, forget it. This is my life. I'm gonna go golfing every week. I ain't dealing with nobody. It's to live my life like it's golden. I feel you. So, like, I've heard this more and more. Even going back to the family thing, and I'm seeing it more and more. There are a lot of men who are fathers who had dealt with baby mama drama. Once that last child support payment hit, that's it. You know, peep your trips. But what's up? That's it. Once that's it. You know, guys who've been married and divorced, and they felt like they was a good husband, and why you don't get married no more? That's it. You're not wasting those guys' time no more. That's it. They just, you know what? They'll be in a committed relationship, but they be married again? Maybe not. And what I mean by that is somebody who took a long time to get remarried, and people remember, was Harrison Ford, Indiana Jones himself. He got divorced. He was like, I don't know about, I don't know, I ain't doing all this work for somebody else no more. That's a waste of time. Because you can't say these guys are on their purpose, but somebody's sitting there waiting for the fruits of your labor on your purpose, and then say they deserve more of the fruits of your labor being on your purpose than you do. That's a waste. It's like, no, 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 no. You don't get more out of my life than I get out of my life. That's ridiculous. Should you get something? Yeah. Should you get close to half? No, you should. You know, George Clooney the same way? Yeah, but I remember Harrison Ford first. Harrison Ford, when he got divorced, he was like, forget it. Born to Be was popping. So now we in this phase in life where guys just tired of you wasting their time. And using Leesy Nass as an example, some of you ladies who are bi, let me say it that way, if a guy's single, it's cool. But if he's trying to be with somebody, he don't like being around chicks like that. Y'all are wasting, like you bi chicks are a complete utter waste of time because you don't know which direction y'all going in. One day you want this, one day you like that, one day it's like, hey, look, ain't nobody got time for all that. Ain't nobody got time for all that. And then it's like, oh, and the same thing, you ladies who are quote unquote the feminist ideology. Y'all are wasting guys' time because you want these guys to take you out and do things like traditional men, but then you want to be a feminist and you want guys to, you're gonna pay for all of the men back in the day before I was even born, who I saw on the Color Purple and for colored girls and stuff that wasn't even real. You know what I'm saying? Like, so now you want to be a feminist and you want to waste these guys' time to make them pay for all of what you think the ills of the past were between men and women. That ironically, half of those things aren't factually true. Half of those things are made up. The other half are true. So now, but you're making guys pay for things that didn't really happen. So now you wasting his time because you want to get back at men of the patriarchy, and then the guy said, you know what, I'm not dating these feminists no more. You know, same the chicks, like, how can I put this? When people say stuff like Meninism, when women and men say, oh, you know, these girls who are thoughts or jump offs or whatever you want to call it, right? They winning. No, they're not winning. But why men gravitate to women like that? Because they don't waste your time. If she's a if she can how can I say, if she's a thought, you know what's up. You know it ain't gonna take up. She's not trying to lie to you about being a thought. She's not gonna waste your time. No, I'm not like that. She's exactly like that. If she's a gold digger, you know she's a gold digger up front. She's exactly like that. You're not gonna waste your time. But see all this hiding and playing like I'm not like this, I'm not like that. Man, guys get so tired of that. So tired of that. And then the ladies will sit there like, I can't. Where are the real men? See, truth be told, where are the real men? Where are the good men? The real men and the good men are nowhere near you because you've already wasted their time in your life. You know, you know real men. You know good men. It's just you wasted their time to the point that they don't want to talk to you or see you again. The best you might get is they might be friends with you on social media to check in and see if your life sucks because they hope I hope she living miserable, wasting my time like that. He could be petty like that from afar. You know, he's a wholesome pretender. Shout out to ARC, huh? You know, it's a complete utter waste of time. You know, exactly like, a lot of times, you know, because when you're doing things with your life, sometimes you even got to separate from your friends and family because they're not as committed to what you want to what you're they're not going to be committed to the things that you're going to be committed to. So you got to see them when you see them. You can't just be with them all the time. Y'all got different paths, different interests, different things that make y'all feel alive and productive. But now we in this society where you got a bunch of people who just think, who never took the time to consider, maybe I've been wasting men's time. Just maybe I've been wasting guys' time. And maybe, just maybe, guys are took 2 steps, 3 steps back from me because they got tired of playing games. You know? No, I mean, well, nice. I could tell you something about Pac was a fast writer. All right. Most artists think of like we don't. I'm gonna say this as a person who has made albums. If you making music for a living, you can make a song a day, maybe even two or three, depending on how fast of a writer you are. Once you get into a groove, that's what you're doing every day. You just substitute the 8 hours or 10 hours from a job, and you mess around. You substitute that for making music. People don't even think about it like that, but that's just being honest. Writing music, creating something is difficult, but what in the beginning, when you get out of practice, it's a hard thing to re up to do. But in all honesty, once you get in the process of doing it, becomes significantly easier because the nuances you get all the nuances everything flows easier. So a lot of artists who don't make music a lot of them waste time. This is why a lot of artists wind up getting dropped or their albums never come out because shut up, Chuck. Because they waste time. Don't you start? Don't you start? That's what they do. Oh man, my album gonna come out next year. Think about it. It don't take a year to make 12 songs if that's what you do for a living. It don't take a year to make, you know what I'm saying? You know, like if y'all remember Usher's My Way album was really 9 songs. You know, think about that. Confessions was like 18. But a lot of these songs are just, a lot of these albums, it don't take all that time. This is what I mean by wasting time. Like some people, I gotta feel the vibe of the perfect day, of the perfect moment. Men get tired of that. Men getting tired of people who I gotta feel the vibe of the perfect day, of the perfect moment to make it work with you because you're so different. You're a man and blah blah blah. Guys get so tired of that. I gotta smoke. I gotta drink. I gotta listen to the perfect music. The mood's gotta be right. The ambiance has gotta be right. The place has gotta be right. The vibe has gotta be right. He's like, what? Excuse me? What? Man, I ain't got all the time to make sure the whole world is perfect for you, so you can feel a certain way, so we can actually communicate and connect. Man, you out of your mind. What's up, CEO? You know, this is where things go. What's up, Tyrone? Like, guys are so. And I'm gonna say this about the difference between men and women. Women do not. Women don't build societies. Okay, so women have no concept of the time it takes to get a society functioning. Y'all have no idea. Like, y'all don't know what it takes to put a foundation in. Y'all don't know what it takes to put a frame up, or to put the bricks up, or to do the wiring and the plumbing and the ceiling, and putting, not putting the backsplash up. Y'all just show up when everything is done. What's up, Savage? What's up, Cole? And when y'all show up and everything is done, you know now you want to you want, I don't like this, I like that, I want to change this, I want to change that. But you, even the repairs and improvements, you ain't finna do that. You ain't gonna see women. Oh, this road sucks. You know what I'm gonna do? We gonna fill this pothole. Not finna do it. So y'all actually do not know the work it takes to maintain stuff. So with guys, y'all just show up and everything's done. It's like dealing with a kid. You know, kids just go in the kitchen and the food's from the refrigerator. They didn't have no idea how it, daddy went to the stove. They don't know the effort it took to get from the earth to their refrigerator. They just carried the cereal there. It becomes problematic to the point that men are like, you know what? Men are checking out of, you know, I was looking at something, and a lady was talking about Ice Cube's contract with Black America, and the women was like, ain't no contract without the women. And, they was like, we are the agenda. And I was thinking to myself, it's funny that men need to include women and stuff, but women don't include men in nothing. So that's why it's like it's a waste of time, because this current ideology in society is everybody needs to be inclusive. It's, but the people that want the world to be inclusive do not want to include anybody else. So they want to, let's be inclusive on the resources, but we're not going to be inclusive on the work. Let's be inclusive, when it's time to break the money down, but we're not going to be inclusive on the effort it takes to make the money. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. But at this point, I'm gonna end it here. Um, I'm done. I got to get something to eat. It's been a long day, but that is problematic to me. So y'all take care, man. Catch y'all the next time. Peace.